The 2023 United Nations Climate Change Conference, or Conference of the Parties, more commonly referred to as COP28, is set to start next week. It will be held from 30 November until 12 December in Dubai. For more on what we can expect from this, let's bring in Professor Francois Engelbrecht from the Global Change Institute at Wits University. Professor Engelbrecht, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. What will be the top of mind and at the top of the agenda at this year's conference?
For having me, Melissa. It's an important conference of the parties because during this conference, the nations of the world are going to take stock of the progress made in terms of slowing down global warming, the process of climate change mitigation, and also in terms of how successful we've been so far as the nations of the world to adapt to a changing climate. This is a formal process happening within the framework of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, known as the Global Stocktake. So the nations will be reflecting on the fact that it seems that we've left this mitigation process for too late in the day to avoid the first dangerous threshold of global warming being reached. And I'm referring here to global warming of 1.5 degrees Celsius. We are on the verge of exceeding this threshold permanently, most likely in the early 2030s, if not a bit earlier. And I think we can all see, as South Africans and as international citizens, that climate is becoming already suboptimal for us to live in. If we just reflect, for example, on the extreme weather events that occurred over the last few months in the Northern Hemisphere. And now, of course, we are seeing the first signs of strong El Niño impacts in the Southern Hemisphere as we move into summer here in the Southern Hemisphere.